Hey everyone, DJ Sterf here. I'm going to explore something that DINKYDANA proposed, which was if you go to Cam 2B and you see that like twisted head Freddy image or whatnot, that his tooth honks. So does his tooth honk? Well, it's complicated because it's a known issue and a known bug that's existed in Five Nights at Freddy's 1 since inception. And I want to go through each camera to explore, hey, what actually is going on here. It's much deeper than just Freddy's tooth honking. It actually isn't the tooth that's honking. So let's go through, and I want to make a tool that'll readily test this. And if you don't like the technical aspect of it, go about 10 minutes into the video. That's about all the time I'll need, and that's that. You can see the test. But alright, if you like the technical aspect, I'm going to go to C# here, and I'm going to work with it. So let's give it a shot. And okay, so Freddy Nose clicker is the project here. Let's name this. Yes. Okay, and then here I will need two main events. I need a load event and I need a form closed event because I'm going to create some hotkeys that Windows is going to recognize as standard. And I'm also going to import a solution that I often use for automation, hotkey library, very, very handy. So if I want to use any key on the keyboard that will simulate anything that I want, I can do it. I can set that up. If you've ever heard of send keys, or if you're using C#.net, sendkeys.send, or sendwait even, another one of the methods, you can send keys on kind of a surface level, but it doesn't always succeed when it comes to other applications having focus, or it could just be completely negated. So with the hotkey library, there are a lot of overrides that allows you to work on the hardware level, and then it sends a simulation of an actual key or an actual click or movement of the mouse. Very, very nice. So I need one more thing though too that I'm going to use for mouse automation because it's actually easier, and this is the input simulator. So input simulator. Yep. All right, and that should be in my references. Yep, Windows input. Very nice. And then I'm going to add a reference to the hotkey library. So there we go. We got all we need there. And let's check out the code. So initialize component, we're going to declare some things and then instantiate them there. First we're going to do the input simulator, so Windows input simulator, let's call it input sim. So that's going to be the object there, and then we have, let's create a list of hotkey, global hotkey, call it hotkeys, new list. I always think that's, they did all the syntax on this really in a funky way. I don't like the way that's done with all the triangular, or the greater than less than brackets. Let's see, so initialize component, that's good. We're going to do input sim equals new Windows, yes. Okay, that one's good. And then hotkeys, I don't think I have to do that. Let's create a new subroutine for registering the hotkeys though. Private void register hotkeys. Whoops. Bracket it, don't semicolon it. There. Get one step ahead of myself. So with register hotkeys, I'm just going to go through and add hotkeys to the list. I'm just going to use one, but if I want to do more than one, I can do that. Make sure y'all are still seeing this. I want to do this once. Add, let's see, new hotkey library, global hotkey, and then I don't need a modifier, so we'll do that, and then keys, we'll do Q. So if I hit the letter Q on the keyboard, that will honk the nose. That's less than hotkeys.count. I'm going to register them. Okay, so that will register the hotkeys. On the form closed event also, let's just copy this over, and then when it's closed, I'm going to unregister, just so I don't have this lingering. Yeah. Okay, and then load event, don't need anything there. I could just delete that actually. I just need the form closed event. But the initialize component, yeah, the main constructor here, I just needed that. What else? I need a subroutine for clicking Freddy's nose, and I need to get the coordinates of Freddy's nose. So let's go over here, and I'm going to convert this over to 65,535. Hold on. Let me get the right coordinate. There. All right. Let's F2 so I don't get startled here. All right. Jump scare during programming. Okay, so let's convert this over. Got calculator. Okay, so coordinates. Let's see. I will need to put it here. Let's do Honk Freddy's Nose. Maybe it's something meaningful. So input simulator. Let's see, mouse. Move to position on virtual desktop, and then we have this number 33.211.23, and then the y coordinate 25.364, 47. And this essentially is putting the left mouse, the leftmost portion of the screen, of all the screens combined, to 0, and the far right to 65.535, and then putting it in between. It's funny because if you have more than the monitors, if you have more monitors than there are 65,535 pixels, then you actually lose precision, and you can actually have a skip of pixels past that point. There's another subroutine here where you just use the active desktop, and then you have 0 to 65,535 on that. So until we get 65K resolution, so instead of 1080p, you'd have 65,535p. Is that right? Yeah, that is right. Yeah, yeah, we're not gonna have to worry about that. Okay, so that will click, or no, that won't click. Mouse, left button click, yeah. And then that's really it. Let me add a little bit of latency in here. Sleep. Let's just add like 2 milliseconds. Why not? Just to make sure it's there, and then I'll do that after the click is done as well. So we're operating with 2 millisecond buffer here. Okay, so I need to set up the actual hotkey. So I need to do an override. And this is the messy part. Let's see, there's a protected void, I think. Protected override. Void proc. Should. Whoa, come on. Let's try it one more time. There it is. Okay, that's what I want. Void win proc. Yeah, I didn't do that the first time. Okay, so if message message is equal to this, we're just gonna create a new key, and then here I have m.l param 16, and I gotta parentheses it. All right, so I need this to be an int though. Let's do that. And then I think I need, that one's closed there. I need this inside, so 1, 2, 3, yes. Okay, good. I like it when that red disappears. And I don't need a modifier, so I'm just gonna skip that. String, key string equals key to upper, key to string to upper. So it's going to get the key that was pressed, and then I'm going to check if it's the uppercase value what I hit. I'm not sure if I need that or not, but it'll work. I'm trying to be quick here. So if it's equal to Q, I'm just going to Freddy's Nose. Key string. Oh, I'm doing literals here. Whoops. Too much SQL. There we go. And then I got the Windows procedure. Yes. And that should be it. Do I need anything else? Because I have it right now. It's gonna click. Let's test it out. Alright, so we hit Q. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's get rid of this. So you see this? If I try to drag it away and then I keep hitting Q, that's really cool. Okay. Alright, so let's test this. And okay, I'm 9:48 in right now. I'll make a note in the video. Alright, so let's test all of the cameras. We're going to do night 1. And I'll turn off the phone guy if I can get there quickly enough. I like how the green screen shows the reflective parts or whatever. You can see through it. Alright, so Freddy's nose here. Let's make sure it actually clicks. Yep. Looks good. Alright, let's go to the cameras. So, let's go. Cam 1A. Yep, see this? Okay, so the camera is up, but there's no check for whether the camera is up or not. Alright, mute that. Alright, I'm just going to hold it down. Yep, so that part right there, and you can click that as it scrolls along. Let's go to 1B. So it's on this like tile on this camera. 1B. I'm gonna hold it down. See, it's right on this chair. This is where Freddy's nose would be if the camera were down right now. But there's a variable for, you know, how far things are scrolled along on this or whatnot, and if it matches a coordinate and the scroll all the way left, it's gonna make that noise. All right, so that's there. Let's go to 2A. We're just gonna go all the way through. Yep. So this point on the wall over here, right there. All right, here's the 2B, and thankfully it's not a Golden Freddy picture, because otherwise we would be crashing out here. That would stink. But it's like right here. It's like chin, shoulder area. See if I can do it. Oh, it's hard to hit. Let's see where exactly it is. Okay, it's right like here. Yeah, there we go. It's hard to do. It's very hard to do. Cam 3. Alright, this one's not scrolling at all, as you see. Okay, so you just click on this right here, like a juncture of this tile or whatnot, and that honks. Alright, let's see where it is on 4A. Yep. In the darkness. We have 4B. I like rule 4 here. Don't poop on floor. Don't hit. Alright, there we go. Yep, it's over there on the wall again. Cam 5. Alright, hold it down. This is a useful tool, but it's good to use these tools to actually test. There we go. And then Cam 6. Let's see if this is actually... It's not stationary. Is Cam 6 moving? It is! It is! The kitchen cam moves! The kitchen cam scrolls! Wow! Okay. That's new. I didn't know that. That's interesting. So the kitchen scrolls. Why? Why does the kitchen scroll? It's a blank image. Wow. Interesting. Like I'm just holding it down so it can multiple click or whatnot. So let's see. Yep. If let's see, try to click over. Nope. Alright, Cam 7. I might get jump scared. I heard some footsteps. But if so, whatever. Yeah, alright, so this place on the wall. Yeah, right here. Alright, so those are all the cameras. Let's just close these. That's really interesting. And it's funny too because I mean if you're not all the way over, yeah, you got to click right on where Freddy's nose is, but that's a hot spot that you can click on, but it's not given a check as to whether the camera is down or not. And so regardless of what the picture is on 2B, if you click on just the right place, like right there, it's gonna honk because it's saying, oh well, this is a hot spot in which Freddy's nose can honk, but there's no check as to whether the camera's down or not. So case closed. But it was funny too because when that like terror image or whatever occurs, yeah, it's definitely around where the tooth is, but that's coincidental. So I hope that was interesting, but that was a good test. And it's funny too, I didn't know that Cam 6 actually had movement. That's totally unnecessary because this is just a blank frame. And also if you're playing Five Nights at Freddy's on night 1, you don't want to play like this with all that power being wasted. But again, yeah, that trips me up. Okay, cool. Well, peace, God bless, and hopefully that was interesting. But yeah, that's just a bug. There's no check that the cam is up with this hotspot, and that's it. All right, check you later.